say.
So one of these is fun/smarts, and the other is charm.
Charm.
See, collect 10 turnips from the town's guard, who's totally not collecting but then you could, like, if you're collecting them, it sounds more like charm. Don't know how that'd be smarts or fun. But then help local TikTok account. I don't want to screw this up. I've come so far, even though I'm so far back now. I'm wanting to say I want to say I think it's the turnip one. But I don't know. Help the local mayor open a TikTok account to bond
Dog of
with his
wisdom.
son.
What is your wisdom?
That doesn't sound like charm. I think charm is gonna be the turnips.
Dog of wisdom. What is your wisdom?
Well, I'm going to point to the keyword pleasure. And what word you would associate, considering this game, with the word pleasure.
Pleasure. Sex. Inappropriate.
Your stats.
Is charm.
No.
I'm gonna. No. Am I stupid?
It's
Pleasure. Fun.
Pleasure is
When
fun.
is fun ever? Oh. I am not thinking.
You've got sleepy brain.
Please, help the local mayor with the TikTok. I love TikTok, but only when Snoo or Lotus send me things. Otherwise, I don't care about it. You, and Hex head over to the local mayor's office. The mayor sits down in mayor's throne, hearing complaints about townspeople and a distant look on his face. When you enter, he leaps to his feet like a frog. Art thou the brave adventurers who can help me complete my quest? No. You need help with this TikTok, right? Yes, hold the phone and make me look swagalicious poggers, boy.
Setups.
Yes.
Just so you know, you can click the big middle image of the stream, and it'll make the screen a bit bigger.
The big middle image. I hear a fire truck going by. Oh wow, look, it's bigger. It's not just Chick Tricks, says the mayor, walking away from the woman pleading for lower taxes. I can't seem to understand anything about Danny. Danny sex bang? After my wife's tragic death, and now Danny's tragic and inevitable puberty, he's becoming moody and withdrawn. We used to be so close. Next! Now the only thing seems to make him smile are these silly internet memes and GIFs. I just want to be able to make him smile too. First lesson, it's pronounced memes and GIF. With a hard G.
Here for it.
I'm with the mayor on this one. GIF is pronounced like GIF. All the way.
Shut up, Hex.
Hex, you truly are a curse. Mr. Mayor, I would be happy to help you become more internet literate to bond with your son. Next. Mr. Mayor says in a panicked citizen running in, the bandits are coming. The bandits are back, and they're not now, the mayor snaps. I'm busy with a side quest to make tuk-tuk shows to reconnect with my son. Second lesson, you don't make shows on TikTok. In fact, you don't make anything. Chances are, if you start making videos, you'll just embarrass him more. Then you're saying I am doomed, and that you give up the quest, the mayor cries. Dude, no, I'm saying it doesn't need to be that hard to make videos. Just watch them. And then bond with your son over them. Ask Danny what his favorite TikToks are and then pretend to laugh at all of them, no matter how stupid, repetitive, or derivative they
You need to
are.
get your anger under management.
And then you ask Danny other things, like how he's feeling, or if he wants to talk about any of the things he's going through. I am often quite bad at broaching subjects of any seriousness, says the mayor, slamming the door on a villager holding an ailing chicken. Maybe I. Oh my god, it is Danny, because. Fuck. It is Danny, because in The Hero of Rhyme, he holds a chicken. Communication is key in a relationship. Go watch shave videos with your son, maybe the good townspeople. Go. I will do that, Mayor says. Go. We don't care that he's flossing. Wow. Go. There's a ding. Go.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I'm loot hungry. Hungry for loot in my boot. I'm gonna eat it. Blah, blah, blah. Boots of stealth +1. But before she slipped the paper lovingly into her pocket, smarts and boldness.
Let's go with the flow.
I'm so good at this game.
Alright, Snoo, you can't go into the lake.
Well,
I am Lake
I guess I'm
Boy.
gonna go here and boost my charm.
Where am I gonna go then?
Figure it
Die.
out. You have all the boosted stats. Mr. fucking. And this sucks too, because I boosted Snoo and not Mox earlier.
Charm. Oh, I do
got-
actually need to boost my charm. I'm sorry, Mox.
Go do it,
You
go
have
ahead.
enough.
Go
You have
ahead.
enough.
The funny thing is, like, if I wasn't like intentionally trying to be dickish to Mox there, back when I had like the gift drink thing, I could have actually
Avoided some of
benefited
your
from it.
pain.
It sucks. Now go ahead.
You're huddled behind a bullet bunker in the throes of the tail tag battle royale against camp rival camp. You're sure that this is the end. You've lived a good life, you think. Next to you is a camp rival camp member, shivering and crying and out of ammo. Why guns are a part of the tail tag is beyond your comprehension. Is this where we die, Stu Wolf? They sob. Why couldn't Camp Spooky and Camp Rival Camp just make love and not war? You reach for them, and as if to bring them into a tender kiss, and as soon as they're in your grasp, you take their tail. Yeah, that gives Camp Spooky the win! Everyone saw your sexy ruse, which also gives you +2 charm. Afterwards, you get drafted into a game of Mr. Freeze Tag, where everybody runs from one player who shoots you all with a freeze ray. Find a blessedly quiet, rusted-out car chassis to hide in and settle for the long haul. Hopefully no one will blow up your spot.
The demon of Overwatch is in
What
this
do
game.
Oh, hey, Snool. Hope you don't mind if we blow up your spot real quick. Damien, I'm putting you in the lake. Thank you, Damien. We'll be safe in here. It's not anything about being safe. I just wanted to see if there was any gasoline left in the tank so we could try and blow it up. Stop trying to find gasoline out here. We're in enough danger already. I wouldn't need to keep looking for gasoline. You just teach me how to magically make fire with my hands. For the last time, I'm not teaching you how to make fire with your hands. Well, at least teach me how to shoot fire out of my mouth then. Come on, I've been good. Whenever.
Ugh.
Name once. Good, you pushed 3 fairies in front of the freeze ray on the way here. Yeah, you're welcome.
This.
Whatever, just try to be quiet. If George the sadistic Yeti hears us bickering in here, we're all getting frozen.
George Autistic Yeti.
Got it. Going totally silent. Starting now.
Go team!
2, 4, 6, 8. Quiet time is really great. Scott, in the lake.
Yeah.
God. 1s, 2s, 4s, 3s. Don't make noise or you might freeze.
Since we're in danger.
Scott! Scott! Hey! Can you stop loudly giving away your position to the guy with the freeze ray, please?
I'm cheering!
But I'm not loudly giving away our position to the guy with the freeze ray, silly. I'm cheering! Cheering us straight to Freeze Town, baby! Yeah, it's not even close to how you pronounce victory. You need my cheering even more than I thought. Here we go. 3, 6, 9, 12!
6-9. Ha.
Nice. This is far from ideal. Maybe if you can suggest another way for Scott to cheer, he'll stop radically endangering you and your friends. Tell Scott that his cheerleading isn't inspiring Joy and Damien because they're deaf. We need to be respectful and do sign language cheering. Instead of cheering, convince Scott to spit such super hot rap lyrics that you all become immune to freezing.
Is that bottom one fun?
I feel like it's either fun or creativity.
Yeah.
This top one's definitely smarts, which no, smarts is not the highest one anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh.
Mm. I think both of them would be so funny to see, but
Seriously?
Oh fuck!
oh,
It was charm. No, it's probably
Well,
creativity at the
that's
bottom one.
creativity and charm. The only
yeah,
one that's better is fun. So, I guess it was a safer option. I
yay.
think he's going to believe we're quiet, Joy. I've known Scott for way longer than you have, and this is definitely going to work. See, Scott has indeed stopped speaking and has begun gesturing wildly. Hey, but is he actually using sign language? Like, I learned ASL freshman year so I could talk to Niall, the unbelievably attractive wood nymph. I have no idea what he's saying. Oh, sorry, this is Nicaraguan Sign Language. It's very different than American Sign Language because it'll develop in a closed community in the 1970s. I'll switch. Fluent in 2 different sign languages? Sure, there's a lot of dogs on my grandma's side of the family, and dogs have an easier time learning sign language than spoken language. It's just common sense. Scott resumes gesturing wildly, but is using very different gestures.
I underestimated you.
Wow, that cheer is actually really inspiring. Now that I'm not distracted by your obnoxious yelling, you make some good points.
Fucking metal.
I don't know shit about sign language, but I'm inspired just because it's the only language I've ever seen that's kind of like punching. Speaking of punching, does someone else suddenly want to go out there and punch George the sadistic yeti right in the stupid
Such a
face?
climax.
Normally I'd call you insane for suggesting punching an armed yeti in the face, but I'm so inspired by Scott's ASL cheering, I'm willing to try. That settles it. You wait for George to approach your hiding spot because you really haven't been very quiet at all, and then leap out and beat the shit out of him. Joy's actually quite fetching when she lets loose a little. I mean, so's Damien, but he's never not letting loose. We have a great time doing so, doing violence and gain +2 boldness and +1 fun.
Yay.
Should've brought my
Yay,
sledgehammer.
it's a Mox.
It's
Hey.
some rocks, yay.
I'm gonna go carve some wood. That's not wood carving. What?
Oh my god, it's Breaking
Modi,
Bad.
what the fuck?
Making love potions.
That day in Monster Scouts, you all learned how to build scarecrows. That's vaguely nature related, right? You decided to take it a step further, though. You had a magical crystal you found in a cave last month for your scarecrow to turn into a sentient being. Scarecrow is very grateful to have been made alive. You take your new friend out for soda and have a very pleasant afternoon. Then you're forced to disassemble him so the next group of scouts can use the materials. Your scarecrow begs you not to relinquish your gift of life, but you're a dedicated monster scout first. Scouts appreciate your dedication to the organization. You're awarded +2 creativity. You duck into a class coach's teaching about knot tying because Dahlia is there and you think it might be a bondage workshop. It's not a bondage workshop.
Greetings, campers.
Knot tying is an ancient and powerful craft which has served sailors, adventurers, and sex havers since time immemorial.
Oh.
There are knots so dynamic and versatile that they can save your life or slaughter your enemies depending on which you feed the bite. Why is everyone I'm interacting with has such a fucking deep voice?
You are giving them the voice.
Do you not hear growls and gruffs from this man as well as Dahlia?
Well, you can literally choose to give them whatever voice you want.
Explain.
Money can be traded for goods and services.
But we're not going to talk about any of those knots today. Today
Oh god,
will
don't
be
make me do that voice. Please. Please don't.
I can't make you do anything.
Well, we're not going to talk about any of those knots today. Today we're going to be tying a simple square knot 6,000 times because fundamentals are important. After all, you gotta learn to crawl before you can walk, and you have to learn how to walk before you can run, and that's several steps before learning to tie a square knot. Come to think of it, maybe it's not this knot tying class should be focused on teaching you to run. Yeah, 6,000 lasts for everyone. No, this is bogus. You came to this class to mac on Dahlia, not improve your cardiovascular fitness. You grab her massive bicep and whisper that you should ditch, but...
Best.
Ditch? Ditch? No way! I came to camp to learn wilderness survival, and knot tying is the #1 most important wilderness survival skill! As if fire starting, building shelter, navigating, and finding water, they're all tied for first place! Right there! Right there! She knows how to make a fucking tent!
Cool.
Picture this tent, yay boy.
I can't. You're in the lake. What, you think you can just teach ourselves how to tie knots? Ridiculous! The only way to learn knot tying is by running in a circle 6,000 times, like Coach said. As much as you'd relish the opportunity to get real sweaty with Dahlia, you're pretty sure you'd literally die after lap 15 or so. You better plan. Luckily, you happen to think of a thing or two about knot tying. Maybe you can show Dahlia a real impressive knot. She'll let you teach her instead of coach. So what's it gonna be, hot stuff? What knot are you trying to show off? It's not about the knot you tie, it's about the material you use to tie it. Tie a regular square knot using an electric eel. Tie the ultimate knot.
Feel the eel. He's made a return.
So I feel like one of these is boldness, but I really can't tell which one. Never mind, it was creative.
Wow.
The bottom one was probably boldness.
Wow.
You sprint over to the camp showers real quick and come back with an electric eel.
This is
Hey, this is one of the shower eels? I love how dangerous this camp is for no reason. You don't really. The only reason you're dealing with all this stuff is on the off chance you might get laid. Speaking of which, time to do a dumb stunt with this eel. You grab the eel firmly with both hands, successfully avoiding a seizure from the electric shock, and you tie a square knot. Whoa! How did you do that? You haven't even run any of the 6,000 laps yet. Oh, you're not done. Now that the initial searing pain of the holding electric eel has receded into a dull background suffering, you feel like you can do anything. You tie the eel more and more elaborately, and manipulating it like a balloon animal until you've turned it into a puppy! Made out of eel that electrocutes me! This is the perfect gift because it combines my love of things that are cute with my love of getting electrocuted to prove how invincible I am! Dolly is so in love with her new pet that she doesn't even stop to consider how bad the eel must feel with its spine all twisted up. You do, though, and you whisper an apology. You kidding? Says the eel. Everyone loves a puppy. I've always wanted to be one, but my parents told me it was all childish dreams. Joke's on them now! Wow. Who knew pulling an eel out of a shower head and trying it into a balloon animal would somehow make everyone happy? Two creativity and one fun.
Yay.
Let's trade in places.
Let's trade places.
Everyone choose a song. I choose Happy Birthday.
Stay with me
Alright.
by Miki Matsubara.
I'll pick This Is War because I said it earlier in today's stream.
Player or executed based on which song you'd most likely listen to while doing some hanky panky. I think I'm gonna give this one to Snoo. I think Happy Birthday is in last.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
No one wants to hear Happy Birthday when we're getting it on.
Well, what about your kid that you're or not? That was the wrong way. I mean, like, that you're making. That you're making.
Scilabs!
I'm
Freudian slip.
sleepy.
Silence! You're going in the lake.
I'm
You're
just.
going in the
I want to
Hey,
go to
he's
the
not
lake.
going
I
in the lake, he's
think.
going somewhere else.
I don't know where I want to go.
Frozen lake in hell.
I'm gonna
Jail?
take a nap. Keep
How
going.
better to gain some boldness since you found a brochure that promised some boldness if you visited. It said you found a mischievous demon. It was all a ruse to lure you here, and the demon will take 9 years off your life. Take the demon to court for misleading advertising. Jury isn't fond of mischievous demons who fool people into giving years of their life, so you win and the demon gives you a +2 boldness. Fuck yeah! You're about to fight a bee that insulted your honor. You ready?
No!
You ready your first strike when Joy grabs you and pulls you aside.
To see you.
Shut up. Got a minute? I want to show you something. Also, I'm pretty sure you'll die if you fight that beehive. You hesitate for a moment. But oh god, tinnitus. Oh. I'm drinking all the lake water.
God, I'm gonna have to watch back so much footage for all lake references.
This is gonna be a 5-hour fucking stream of just shit posting.
Okay, tinnitus taken care of. Anyway, You hesitate for a moment, but your feelings for joy overtake your hatred for the bee that implied you were too dumb to even sting. That motherfucker. Just wanted to show you this
In the
little
lake
tune I
with the
found.
bee.
Turns out in the lake with the bee. Turns out it's the perfect place to watch the sunset. The view is flawless, and more importantly, no one else knows about the spot. Swear to me that you won't tell anyone about it.
Break.
It's not that I don't love our other friends, but sometimes I just need a quiet place where I can think. I love that movie. And read, and not have shenanigans or whimsical tomfoolery. Correction, I love that movie until the ending. The ending sucked.
Just don't let the bee know.
You sit down with Joy to watch the sunset together. You blush, thinking about how she shared the secret with you. Joy leans on your shoulder. You double blush. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Snoop, there's something I want you to know.
You're
Is it that
going
I
in the
drank
lake.
too much lake water? I think I have feelings for you. That's kind of gay. Sun is setting. Joy is blushing. You ate enough fiber for breakfast. The mood is right. You lean in for a kiss. When Joy stops you. Whoa there, Stallion. I'm tempted, but just because we like each other doesn't mean we should be a thing. There are more important things than our feelings. Like how our love story will affect the coveted story arc of the season. As protagonist, I have certain responsibilities.
I want to play out the Titanic movie, and then we both drown in the lake.
One of us is on the boards and then just crawls into the water. I know you know this, but critics can interpret this kind of love arc as filler. Even the most moving love stories can be written up as excuses to attract a bigger audience. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to please the critics, it's our adventure, but I can't help but think about it a little. Why? Let's say we end up having a love arc together. What would make it interesting? What's the hook?
We go down
I
under
drown
the water.
we both drown in the lake. It's a tragedy. Classic Shakespearean tragedy. There we go.
Vanessa,
Done.
join me in the soil.
Go on, join me in the soil. We will become food for the worms and bugs. Oh, you've been so busy chasing after love interests all summer, you never reflected on how good of a love interest you'd be yourself. You're right, I'm kind of boring. Any
No.
ideas, Nemo? How can we get the audience to see you the way that I do? Summon a version
Give
of
them
yourself
your
from another
eyes.
timeline to make the horniest, most confusing love triangle ever pass. Go for the classic drama of love versus family. Convince the season's big bad to adopt you as their child.
You might have to go with that first one.
I might have to.
Because I don't think you got the charm for that.
I say go with what your heart desires.
Their heart desires a nap.
A nap? Don't mind if I do. I should. It's 20.
I'm surprised you're still here, honestly. It's like, it's almost, what?
So smart.
Almost 12:30 for you?
Yep, half midnight.
Karanzi is committed. He's a good friend.
Practice
get
this
rid of
podcast. Besides, you're about to fall asleep on your bed.
I'm really not. I just like having the
Am
little
I?
slurred speech. It's fun, and I
Almost
get to be
finally-
lazy.
Chant a summoning spell in your sexiest ancient Latin. As soon as you finish the incantation, the sky is clouded by thick black fog. A bolt of onyx black lightning pierces the ground in front of you. Smoke clears, there you are, from a different time, a darker timeline. Damn, you can summon interdimensionality? Since when? Shit, I've gotta go get my spellbook and write down that rune. Joy leaves you alone with you. Alternate dimension Snow looks just like you, except
then
edgier, with
you
a long
drown.
scar across their face. And we drown in the lake. Stay back! Who are you? What do you look like, a punk-ass version of me? Are you a servant of Zgod? Speak,
Whoa!
demon! No! Whoa!
Hey.
Whoa! We do not use that name in this house!
You don't dead
Calmly
name someone.
explain. Don't fucking dead name them. I'll kill you. You're going in the lake unironically now. Come here. Calmly explain to alternate dimension Snewolf that you summoned them for your dimension for an important mission of love. You summoned me? You fool! Do you have any idea what you've done? Yeah, I'm about to drown you in a lake. Shut up. The world's been threatened to the point of extinction by the demon horde. No. Don't dead name her. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I
but
made
if they're
precious
from
shields
like an
survived in the face of
alternate
conflict.
dimension, then doesn't that mean that that just
They are
didn't
in
happen?
this dimension now.
They don't even know what a Zoe is.
I'm gonna kill
They
them, so it
think
doesn't
it's
matter.
like Sesame Street, and they're just like, oh, that Zoe.
I was chosen for the final effort to free our world from the demon's wrath. It is my mission to deliver the crystal of fate into the demon's heart. Without me, all hope is lost. I'm sorry you were put in the setting of dark crystal. It's a little awkward. You inform alternate dimensions new that you only learned how to summon people. You have no idea how to send them back. This news makes my very soul ache. You use such a powerful spell to summon me. Surely this dimension must be under even greater distress than mine. Tell me, punk-ass Snoomel, for what reason did you yank me from my family? What unholy curse threatens this world? X, you tell them about your crush on Joy and how she's so cool and you want to smooch her, but in an interesting way. Your alternate dimension twin doesn't say anything in response. You've never seen someone's spirit broken so badly. Oh shit, I skipped. Well, they're in the lake. Joy returns from grabbing her spellbook and finds you giving your ultimate dimension twin a cheer up who cares that everyone you know is doomed to noogie. I've gotta say, you two look pretty cute together. And as for our story arc, I'm certain that mischievous twins from alternate dimensions will lead to lots of
Booty
hijinks.
calls.
Hey!
I don't wanna. I wanna drown them in the lake.
No,
Sorry,
here's
came up with a
the
great
thing,
note.
Snoo. The threesome is you, alternate dimension Snoo, and the lake.
Oh shit, you're right. Normally you'd be threatened by your twin and worried they'd steal joy away from you, but they spend most of their time crying in corners about all their loved ones dying a horrible death. And boring stuff like that. You gain +3 charm.
Yay, charm.
Silap.
Is me.
Silap.
What's my lowest? To the
Straight
lake.
up,
Fun.
enjoy
To the lake.
chaos.
Will do.
Goodbye.
You have a good night,
Karanzi.
Karanzi.
Good night.
I wanna go to the lake.
Right. I'm controlling you.
Yeah, I'm unable to function. That day you go diving to see what's at the bottom of the lake. You find a comic book, you pick it up, it's so interesting, you stay there reading it. It's Batman. This is bad, since you cannot hold your breath indefinitely. You decide to not rush to the surface, but instead stay sat at the bottom of the lake, because it's so nice and comforting there. But before getting there, you drown a little, and some lake water gets into your mouth. Gross. I should have just read it normally. You swallow some weird stuff that was in the lake water, like a whole jellyfish, and +2 fun? What was that doing there? You spent the last few hours teaming up with on a side quest. You're covered in blood, exhausted, and 2 HP points. Wait, what? HP points, but they're the P and the point. Okay, but if you find just one more lost chicken, in return you'll get 20 rubies. You spot the last chicken hanging out on the farm's roof, and you hop up there, catch a rooster, and dunk it at the bird pet chicken pen. Side quest complete.
Here for it.
Dang, that was like a Santanen featuring Rob Thomas. Levels of smooth, pretty sick cock wrangling Cylaps. Hex, don't say that. Don't say that word. They're chickens, okay? Or call them cuckoo. Cucks. What's up, cucks? If you want to use accurate in-game terminology.
I guess you were pretty great.
Hex is right, though. That was awesome, Cylaps. You're so good at handling cocks. I can tell you took my advice about leveling up your agility. It's paying off. I really like to spend time together. It's a shame that you're off meta now. Off meta, that's weird. You're fully aware that you're a PC in a video game. Or you're a PC in a... What? So you find you're very meta. You ask Alvarado what she means. Oh, well, the truth is, I'm not really into casual relationships. I exclusively do hardcore, competitive, long-term dating. When I date someone, I give it my all.
Good.
So,
I will give you my all.
obviously, She really told me get good.
She
If
did.
you're a competitive dater, you have to read all the patch notes. It's critical info, like the Sims patch notes. Those are fun.
They're great.
For optimizing my partner selection, I can't fuck up my kiss/date ratio. And this is sort of awkward, but have you looked at the buffs and nerfs of the latest patch? Some of your stats were reworked. I am filled with anguish.
They nerfed you super bad!
D tier? Robin, let him down easy at least.
Hey, I
Fuck.
didn't even read that.
Oh, I thought we did.
No. Don't feel too bad, Sylaps. She just said something about your stats getting debuffed in elaboration, but you didn't see what she actually said. Maybe some filth
She called you
casuals will
B-tier,
date you
dude.
as just a joke. You pull up the latest patch notes on your phone and scroll through the pro forums. Alvarado is totally right. Dating you is off meta as using a master ball on a Zubat. First off, since romantic picnics are on the rise, some are partners who have allergies to bees or just super scared of them. I am terrified of bees. You have been nerfed. You're both. Hey, it's true. Also, tuna maps got added. Food truck and trendy Instagram donut shop. They're both too small for your special to move. Effective. Lastly, the super horny players no longer get a charm buff against Tsundere types. Fuck, you were relying on that score bonus. Damn it, I love Tsunderes. Whoa, I take back what I said. With those stats, you'd have to be a
my
fucking idiot to
God.
date Sylaps.
You're really so mean.
Yeah, it really sucks that this patch nerfed you. Every time they say it nerfed me, it just makes me think of Mox's little brew he had. And it's like, that's how I was nerfed. I was starting
I'm
to
the patch
think
notes.
that we were pretty compatible
Mox is
teammates,
watching.
you know?
Mox,
Shit, you
you're
have a
walking
huge
patch
crush
notes.
on Alvarado and this dumb competitive dating meta, Kuko blocking you. I get it, because it's like cock blocking,
Yeah.
but we're
Yeah.
not handling cocks anymore. Your objective is clear, convince Alvarado you're a good pick at competitive long-term dating, despite the current meta, but how? How, Sylaps? I don't fucking know anything about dating. Get a hardcore dating pro to write a comprehensive online guide how to date Sylaps, an unexpected off-meta strategy to boost your win rate. Or the current meta favors tank players because it requires tons of HP and favors defensive stats. Use forbidden magics to become an actual tank. Fuck, what is what?
I don't know.
Boy
I don't
is way
fucking-
too off his rocker to read.
Baba is you.
Top one is smarts. The bottom one is boldness.
Is it? What?
Yeah,
Oh
the top
no,
one
not
will
another
raise your
one of
boldness, the
these.
bottom
No,
one will raise your
tie.
fun.
This is what happened to Mox
Yeah.
before, and I have fucking Mox's stats. Okay, wait. So here's the thing. The one Mox failed with was boldness. So what one am I avoiding that's
So
boldness?
the bottom one is boldness.
Bottom one.
Then we're taking the top lane. I'm a top. Yeah! See,
It
you gotta
worked.
outsmart the boldness. Learn from Mox's mistakes with his own stats. Genius. Avaradvadava will totally date you if there's a thorough strategy guide detailing your strengths, weaknesses, and maps you play best on. Next. Thank you. And you know, or you just, and you know just who should Jer Lolov Pants 81,
Love Pence.
also known as Leonard, the #1 professional dater in the competitive league right now.
Don't make jokes.
What?
Don't make jokes.
That's totally gonna be Leonard.
You use your master hacker skills to track down, to dive through the front, and strategy guide dating you. Sylaps, before this conversation, I would have said that you were an absolute worst possible partner for the competitive long-term dating current meta. However, I am moved by how romantic of a gesture this is. But no, don't you see? It'd take the greatest love professional of all time to write down the guide to date you. Fine, I'll do it. All guides shall go down in hardcore dating history. Oh my god, what if I did a hardcore series of dating? How would that hold up for content?
I don't know.
After hours of rigorous testing to determine your emotional maternity, or maturity? Maturity. The secret fetishes and tongue girth. Is that a thing people look for? I'll keep that in mind and check it later. Comes up with an insanely efficient strategy to date you.